All right, welcome back to House of Prep. My name is Jerry. I live here in Tennessee, just outside of Nashville. And man, it's been cold these last few days. Any of you all been getting any of those ice storms that have been coming through? Our local area has been having, the snow days for schools. Some of the businesses closing up or starting later, waiting for the morning, kind of the thaw off. But the last 2 days have been really cold. Lows in the feels like down in the teens. Just a cold, wet feel going outside. But you know what? I love it. I love this time of year. I wish there was a little more snow instead of ice, though. That would do me just a little bit better. But what happens when it gets cold and the weatherman starts saying, hey, storms are coming, ice, snow? Everyone runs out and buys eggs, milk, right? Who's been to the store and seen their aisles decimated? Well, I don't know about the eggs. They're so expensive. They're like, you know what? I ain't buying eggs anymore. There's probably still plenty of eggs on the shelves. I didn't get to go out. Well, we're stocked up here at House of Prep. We didn't need to run to the grocery store to get anything last minute because why? You prepare ahead. Okay, you prepare ahead for any type of an event. And a lot of it's Mother Nature, right? The storms that come, power outages, maybe grocery stores finding some empty shelves, whatever the case, you just prepared for whatever the cost. But man, these egg prices. I was telling my wife, if you saw my thumbnail, it is our wedding anniversary, and so obviously you want to get your wife some roses and some things. Don't worry, I am taking her out to dinner and all those fun things too. But I thought the eggs would be fun because this is just good as currency, and I hope I don't drop it. That'd be like dropping $5 right here, $5 down the drain if I drop this egg. But that's about how expensive they are. I think I might try to go and go shopping with these and see if I can make some purchases. The barter system, that these hold a high value right now. But yeah, so if you have your own chickens, good for you. You guys aren't dealing with that right now, though I'm sure your feed cost and things have probably gone up from a year ago. I'm sure you're seeing a major increase on any type of livestock. Your feed is taking. What about your pets? Probably feeding your animals, your dog, your cat, chickens, birds, whatever you have. And I'm sure the cost of everything is going up. And jump in the comments. That's what we do on Thursdays. We like to talk about maybe what's going on in our lives, maybe some prepping successes, maybe some of your observations around your town, around your area, your state. How about the gas prices? They're still trying to. They start to go down, and then they bounce back up again. Still watching that. And obviously, different prices in the stores, shrinkflation, the inflation of all of our costs, people's rents, people that are on fixed income. I feel bad. I really do. I see them on the news, and they're talking about Social Security and how it's going to be in trouble in the next 10 years. I've heard that since I was a kid. You can't depend on it. Being on a fixed income, it can be scary, especially when everything around you is going up, and you have to keep tightening and tweaking your budget over and over and over again to try to compensate, to try to manage your money. And what a time right now it is to manage your money. Even if you're working, maybe you have two incomes, you got that side hustle going, keep managing your money. It's so tempting sometimes to get exhausted and get tired of always pinching pennies and always trying to save money, and you just want to be like, let's just go blow it all. Now, it's okay to splurge from time to time, but that full out just surrendering and giving up and just going back to the living paycheck to paycheck, don't do it. Don't get tempted to it. Keep the course. Stay strong. Keep on prepping up and watching your money as much as you can. Put some aside. Always try to have a little cash on hand, because you never know when ATMs might go out or different things. We talk about snow and ice storms. What if you can't get to the ATM? Maybe there's a sheet of ice covering the ATM. Who knows? Power went out, bank shut down. You might need some cash on hand. Always keep a little extra on hand. Keeping your fuel tank full, gas. We're lucky we park in our garage. A lot of the neighbors don't have that luxury. They have to use their garage to put stuff. Maybe they have a big family and they got to put all their storage stuff in the garage. Looking at their vehicles covered in ice. and the extra time it takes to prepare. Manage your time. You manage your money, you manage your food, your prep items. You also have to manage your time. You have to be able to realize, okay, it's going to take me even longer now to go to the store or to go to work or wherever it is that you're going. Taking the extra time to have your vehicle prepped and warmed and de-iced and everything that might entail in a storm. Do you have extra supplies in your car? You say, Jerry, what are you talking about? Putting all my food preps in there? No, but having maybe some warm gloves, a nice warm hat. I talk about the get home bags or the bug out bags. Having a little travel, I call it a get home bag, because if you break down somewhere and you're miles from home or you're miles from work and you need to get somewhere and it might take you a few hours to get there, you need a get home bag, a small one for your car. Maybe, a little extra water, maybe some beef jerky that you keep in and rotate it out. Careful in the summertime, because stuff can spoil in the summertime. Be real careful with that. But having some things in there and to keep you warm, extra pair of socks. See, well, I wear, shoes. Let's be real. Some people like the cute shoes. And yeah, you might have a pair of socks on, but man, wouldn't it feel better if you doubled up that socks before you had to go plunging through some snow. Maybe having a pair of work boots or some kind of travel boots in there, a good pair of walking boots. And then having, maybe a blanket or things if you're waiting, flares for a broke down vehicle and you're waiting for a tow truck or for a loved one to come get you out of a bind. But to plan ahead, have a few things and supplies that you can lean on, depend on, in case of a breakdown or maybe a traffic, complete grid down traffic stop. We've seen that before in bad weather. Accidents happen, the weather comes in, and you can't go anywhere. So having a little bit of supplies, having a self-defense item in your vehicle or on your person while you're traveling, being able to obviously stay within the laws of your state or your country. But hey, having something in a bad area or in an instance where everybody's panicking and maybe not in their right mind, but having a little peace of mind with you, something that that in a pinch, you have something to protect you or your family and your children in a bad case scenario. But these are things to think of in the wintertime, in the cold weather. When I've been out and about and doing a little bit of traveling around my town, and things have kind of thawed out for the day. But the storms have been minor in my area, and I know different parts of the country are experiencing different things. So jump in the comments. Let me know how you're doing. I hope you're staying warm. It's good to see you guys this week. Keep on doing what you're doing. Don't ever get weary. Don't get tired. Don't get scared about what's going on in our world. The unknowns about world conflict or any type of world shortages or things that may be a domino effect. Sometimes one large event, chain reactions, the rest of them. But just being prepared in general is a smart thing to do. And if you're new to prepping and you're new to watching these videos and other prepping videos as well, we're just a laid-back, easy-going community here at House of Prep. Living in a neighborhood, we don't have a big farm or a big area where we have livestock and things like that. We don't have that here at House of Prep. But it's talking about prepping where you're at. Some people were born into it, and they've done prepping all their life, and that's all they've ever done. And they just don't even know the difference. That's just how they live their life. Other people living in the big city, living in maybe suburbs, and you have to plan a little bit better. You got to be a little more creative sometimes. So anyway, we'll talk about more stuff like that in the future. Just wanted to have a little fun with you guys this morning, touch base with you. Oh, and for you Amazon shoppers out there, if you don't mind, if anything you do on Amazon, if you don't mind using my link, I always keep a link of something down in the video description. You can click that link and just kind of go through and just do your normal shopping and go to your own cart and all that through my link. And House of Prep gets a small kickback from it, and it's an easy, cheap. It's actually free for you. It's a little percent for me here at House of Prep, but it all works out. So I appreciate those that do utilize that. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye now.